guys, YouTubers, how's everybody doing today? As you can see from everything I got over here, I am brewing. Alright, what are we brewing today? We are going to brew ourselves an IPA. We're going to brew ourselves a Pine Barren, East Coast, New Jersey, you know, in the Pine Barrens IPA. So this one's going to be piney. We got some Simcoe going in there. I didn't get my hops out of the fridge yet, but using USO5 yeast, it's going to be a big beer. You got 2 pounds of malt and another 3.3 pounds of amber, plus 6 pounds of grains, 5 to 6 pounds of grains here. Then we're going to mash for our partial mash. All right, water's coming up to temp up here, so we're sitting right here right now, and oh geez. And we got a storm coming, so hopefully I still have the lighting, because it's lightning outside right now, and something's supposed to be happening. I mean, everything's just as you saw. I don't know if you guys picked that up on the camera, but the lights just sparkled. Hopefully we won't lose power. There goes the rolling thunder. But hey, we're going to brew today. We're going to try to get this done. Nice lickety split brew. So I'll take you guys along for some of that footage. What else was I going to say? New method of brewing I'm doing, okay? I read something online last night before I wanted to start this beer, and it's adding the malt extract at flame out, okay? Because the rule of thumb now that I read online was that this has already been boiled, okay? So why boil it again? So you get that caramelization from the extract. You know, it does something to the beer. So if you put this in flame out, it gives higher IBUs and less darkening of your brew. So it's going to be light, you know, lighter in color. That's what, you know, so we're aiming for a lighter colored brew and higher IBU. So, hey, we're going to give it a go. And another thing in my mash process, instead of doing like I did last time, wrapping this with a towel and trying to keep the temperature, I did lose a lot. Didn't lose too many points, about 2 points down. I was on my porter that we just brewed. It was came out at 1050. Original gravity. It was supposed to be at 1052. Not too much off, but I did notice when I pulled out, you know, from just doing the stovetop after the hour of mashing, it was only, it was in more like 145-ish. It went down a lot. So I'm going to try to I want to maintain this at 155 as long as possible. So I got my oven on. And at the lowest possible temperature, warm that oven up, so that once this gets up to the temperature and I put the mash in, I'm going to stick it in the oven. That way there's some heat in there, and it should maintain that temperature instead of like being out here and cooling off. So it's something new. We're going to try it and see at the end of the hour. Take my thermometer out and read it, and you know, see where we're at. So we'll bring you back after I go in and get this going. Okay, timer is set for an hour, and we mashed in, and I guess you guys can see that in there. It's sitting in there at about 160 degrees right now. So obviously it's going to drop through time, and I'm just hopefully going to maintain between, you know, 157 to 160, whatever, you know. I mean, because last time it dropped down way too much. So we're going to see how we go this round. Right, Hugo? Alright, so we're going to get our fermenter ready and sanitizing our other stuff. So we'll bring you back in a little bit. So guys, it's been an hour, and I mashed in at 160, and I took the temperature. Look at the steam coming off that. And it's still at about 160. So no temperature loss at all, which is, you know, phenomenal. I've never seen that. So I guess there's something to that. And there it is. So I'm going to pull this out and sparge it, get the rest of the goodness out of these grains, and get her up to the boil. And then we'll get our first hop addition for the 60 minutes boil, which will be Citra. All right, we got hot break. We're at the boil. First hop edition. Kitchen timer on for an hour. Dun, 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 dun. In it goes. Boom. I'm gonna just incorporate that in there. You can see me on the camera. I know you can't see inside here, but just gonna steam up anyway. So, oh, and there goes my son. So I gotta get this in here and go handle that situation. So boom, 60 minutes, Citra hops. Then we're gonna do the 10, 15 minute and 10 minute additions. I might just do 10 minute additions, and then flame out hops, and then the malt extract. So just gonna give this a little mix, get the hops all mixed around. Yeah, baby. Oh, smelling real good. And that's an ounce of Citra hops. And let me go take care of my son. I'll be right back. Okay. It's 10 minutes or so. Just wanted to bring you guys back and show you the color of the wort. And there it is. And it smells so good with them Citra hops in there. I'm just going to cover it back up. Of course, never, if you're new to home brewing, obviously never put the lid all the way on. You want all the bad stuff that's burning off to escape. But because I have such a large pot and I'm not brewing on a propane tank, just my stovetop, it's really hard to get that really good rolling boil. So if you just leave the lid open just a crack, that's enough to let all the bad stuff out. But it's also enough to, keep that really vigorous boil. Okay, I know I wasn't able to film it, but I just put a couple minutes ago at the 10 minute edition. I added Simcoe and an ounce of Cascade. I just opened up the hot bag and stuck it in there. So, still a vigorous boil. Ah, smells so damn good. Alright, so Captain's going to bring you back when we do the final hop edition, which is going to be flame out. But also at flame out, we got to add the liquid malt extract, and we got to add the dry malt extract. Get that mixed in real good. Alright, and then I'll probably add the hops, because I really don't want to put the hop bag in and be adding all that, I guess. Hey, it's the first time doing it this way, so we'll see how it all works out. Alright, now I'm going to add the, just add the 2 pounds of light dry malt. Now I'm adding the liquid malt. So give this a really good mix. The wort, of course, now is definitely darkening up now. Hopefully you can see this. Sorry for the bad camera angle, but just trying to get this all in there. I threw my hot bag in here, so the last flame out edition is already in. And always when you use the liquid malt extract, definitely darkens it up. But then also this is amber, so I assume it's going to darken up. But it's not going to get any darker than that because we're not boiling it. So let me get this all good out, and I'm going to pour some in here and try to mix it around in the can a little bit. Get all this out. And I'll bring you back. I'm going to cool this down and get it in the fermenter, and then finish off the video. Okay guys, end of the brew day, and we aerated this. I used my little nifty handy drill. Of course, that's all been sanitized, and I aerated it for a good 5 minutes. Look at the foam I got on there, man. Woo! Big headed foam. All right, we're sitting at the outside says 24, but my thermometer, my submergible glass thermometer, was reading 72 degrees. So I think that's pretty good to pitch this yeast. You know, especially for USO 5. I think 72 is okay. On a hotter day, I would probably wait. Summertime, if I were making this type of beer, I would definitely try to get this down as cold as possible, close as possible to 68 as possible. With either just letting it sit in here for a little bit longer, or getting some more cold water. Like, I only had a gallon of ice cold water because the fridge is filled up with juice and everything else. I don't have another fridge, so I could only put a gallon in there, squeeze it in there next to the milk. So yeah, so if I was able to put the other 2 gallons in the fridge, this definitely would have been down to 68. So no big deal there. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch this yeast and get this on the go. The reading did come out to original gravity at 1065-ish, 1064 is 1065. Big old beer. So we'll hope to see what this finish out at. Okay, guys, brew day done. Everything cleaned up. Well, I gotta throw empty out the hop bags and throw them in the compost out back. But all in all, about 3 hours. Mini mash, partial extract, IPA, and I'm really glad with the results. Well, I'll be more glad when I see the final results when we go to bottle in time to see the final gravity and what it came out at to be. So we're looking at, man, I put it in at 160 and mashed at 160 for an hour, and it just stayed right on temperature inside the oven doing that method. So that was really great. Hey, and the new method of doing the extracts at flame out, we'll see what, how the color comes out. The color is a lot darker when I added the sparkling amber liquid malt extract, so it did darken it up. So we'll see what the color is. I mean, every time you use an extract, it always comes out darker. But I just read this article. I think it was on, if I can remember right, Brew Your Own magazine. I looked up, on their site or Googled partial mini mash or partial extract, and just read a whole article on that and how they were doing it. There's 4 different methods of trying to do it, and this one, hey, I'm gonna try it this way. So we'll see how it comes out. So remember, as me and Hugo always say, we always hope you like this video. Hope you learned something. Until we do it again, let's set sail.